I am sick and tired of watching Caucasians on the internet argue if Joe Rogan could say the N word or not. Like that's all. I ain't seen that. I seen very little black perspective on if Joe Rogan is racist or whatnot. Like it's so crazy. Like I made a podcast almost defending Joe Rogan. Just my last episode. You can go watch the last episode. And I'm not defending Joe Rogan, but I'm more so defending like freedom of speech, private company, do what to do. I am team turn the fucking channel if you don't like what's going on. Well, I'm team that. Oh, you don't like Tommy Lauren? Turn the channel. You don't like Louis Farrakhan? Turn the channel. You don't like whoever? Turn the damn channel. Well, welcome to Off the Mic Podcast. I'm James Andre Jefferson Jr., the place where I get to talk whatever mess I want to talk. But let's get back to them. Why are we here? So I posted my episode about Joe Rogan talking about the misinformation of COVID-19, and it got a lot of you guys agreed with it. Some of you pushed back with it. You said he should be deplatformed. Hey, that is your right to think whatever you want to think. I promise you. Now, I posted that on Wednesday. As Wednesday hit, I recorded my episodes like the day before always. So Wednesday hits, there's a video kind of going viral on Twitter. I bump into it probably like 10 hours after I post my video. I make an Instagram video too. It's a video of Joe Rogan and a compilation of the last 12 years of him saying the N-word with a hard R. Now, in context, he's either reading it or he's explaining a story of something, like saying something. He's not actually calling anybody that. Okay, just to be fair to him. So now I'm getting DMs. Oh, so you don't think he should be deplatformed now? You don't think that? Look here, people. I told you my stance on the N-word. If you're a white, if you Chinese, whatever, Hispanic, whatever. If you are not black and you say it, do you have the right to say the N-word? Yeah, you got. It's a word. Are you able to pronounce Niggea? I spelled that all wrong. Apparently hooked on finally. I said Niggea because I was gonna say R, but then I tried to spell nigga. Like you get what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, you could say it, and I've said this 1,000 times. But some words come with consequences. Not just that word. I don't know why when it comes to the N-word, some always black people doing, y'all always want to be concerned and change the rules. Oh, I can't say this. Oh, can you call somebody's mom to their face a fat bitch? If you call your employer a cunt, you don't think you don't get fired, you don't think there's repercussions? There are repercussions for your words. This is a derogatory term. This is something. Now, when it comes to the top of the list, the N-word with the hard R is on top of the list. Next is the F word, the derogatory term for somebody in the LGBT community. Other than that, everything else grouped together, and you got words that are specifically that are derogatory towards other racial ethnic groups. So you got all types of things you can use. But that word is just on top of the list. Doesn't mean other words that are like slurs are just out of nowhere are okay for you to say. No. You know the rule you have? There are Hispanic slurs. You know that rule where you don't say that? Use that with nigga. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. And then some of y'all say, oh, why can't you say it? I didn't make the rules. I just know. I remember when I was in, I had been high school, 10th, 9th grade, something like that. We was doing To Kill a Mockingbird. I remember the feeling I got watching my white English teacher reading To Kill a Mockingbird, and she says, nigger. I remember like, damn, you couldn't skip over that. You couldn't say N-word. And their thing is, oh, we're just for a teacher value. You're not teaching nobody nothing. First of all, why the hell we still read To Kill a Mockingbird? All these damn books. Can we watch the Will Smith book? Well, what about Oprah's books? Is how we got still read To Kill a Mockingbird? Like To Kill a Mockingbird, that's what we reading up on? But anyway, I don't even know what the damn movie was about. I remember I was just in there. English class wasn't my favorite, as you probably could tell anyway. So anyway, back to Joe Rogan, his compilation video. How do I personally feel? Oh, when I first seen it, it hurts my ears. I don't care with the context. I don't care anything. Like hearing somebody say that word, especially from white people, it does something to me where I'm like, oh damn, that's whew, damn. Like it hurts. because it is an emotional response. That word is emotional, especially for us. So now I know I've read the context. I looked at it just based off that video. Now there might be more videos of him saying "wazza," so I'm talking about specifics. I don't know why y'all group everything together. That's a whole different. We'll talk about that in a second. So he says it over the last 12 years. Let's just say 20 times. He has a Planet of the Apes jokes where he pretty much says he walked in the Planet of the Apes when he was in a black neighborhood or Africa or something like that. And that, to be honest, that was worse than the N word, because we have more context with that. And the other ones, he's reading the sentence. Now, he went and said, "Oh, this N word here," instead of saying the actual word? If you're smart, maybe. Have I said things on podcast episodes and a bunch of, yeah, I have. Where I'm like, oh, I can get in trouble for that. Yeah, I have. Most comedians do. That's the risk we take. Now, am I upset with him? I'm not upset, because I don't give people the power of emotions when I don't care about them that much. Now, Joe Rogan, his interviews, are they entertaining? Yeah, he has some very good episodes. I probably watched one full episode, and that's probably when he had Kevin Hart on. Big fan of Kevin Hart, and I always like to hear what he has to say. So I watched an episode, but I haven't watched full episodes. I don't even subscribe to him on Spotify. Somebody told me I should undownload my Spotify. I said, for what? I don't even use Spotify. I just got it on my phone because my podcast is on there. So you want me to stop my bag because some white man said the N-word? You think he's the last white dude, a bald-headed white dude that's gonna say the N-word? No. Now, should you cancel him? That's up to you. Like, I hate this whole cancel culture thing, because I've said this before. Cancel culture has turned into, it doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what, a group of individuals go to such individual that's messed up in 1927. And then they cancel this person. Now, the thing about this group is they never supported such person. So there's no reason for them to cancel them, because they was never supporting them. Like the idea of, oh, I don't like Joe Rogan anymore. Did you like Joe Rogan before? Did you watch his Spotify episodes? Did you buy a Joe Rogan t-shirt? Did you watch his Netflix special? Most of y'all probably know him just for Fear Factor. I know he's the biggest podcast on the earth, 100 million views. There's 7.5 billion people on the damn planet. So there's a lot of people that ain't watched his podcast. They just know him from Fear Factor. I know him as the guy from UFC. So if you're not a supporter of him, like a true supporter, you can't cancel him. You can't. Like it's like okay, you take an empty cup of juice, okay? Now I come over here and say, guess what? I'm canceling your cup of juice, because this is stupid ass. I tried to pull something out my ass and it didn't work out. Like I tried to. My job is to make things simple and for y'all to get it on an easier level. Because right now, free thinking is not a thing on both sides. There are people that are super supporters of Joe Rogan, and there are people that are not supporters. There's so many not free thinkers. If you can't admit, black, white, Mexican, whatever you are, that Joe Rogan shouldn't be saying the N-word and still be able to support him, you're not a free thinker, because you're on this side of, oh, Joe Rogan was wrong about this, so he's wrong about everything. Joe Rogan has said facts on his show before that literally helped people get through their days. He has helped people change their life. That's how powerful entertainment is. That's how powerful comedy is. But for some reason, you're unable to be like, oh yeah, he was wrong about this, but I still like him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you are a black subscriber of Joe Rogan, you are a true fan, and you think what he did was wrong, guess what? Feel that way. You have every right to feel that. You have the power to cancel him at your household. I used to mess with Joe Rogan. I don't anymore, because I didn't know he was slanging the N-word around like he was on NWA or something like that. Like if you're that person, then yeah, you have every right. I can't tell you how to feel. You are the person that matters. You are a black fan of his. You watch all his episodes. Every time he posts a 3-hour episode, you sit up there, take your goofy ass on there and watch 3 hours. That's why I can't do a damn podcast for 3 hours. So much content, so much shit I be saying. But anyway, you are able to do that. These other people that try to cancel people and don't even support, it's just weird to me. It's weird. That's like me saying, you know what, I'm canceling Wyoming. and never been to Wyoming. Oh, I'm canceling my Stars subscription because they use 50 Cent for all his power shows. I never subscribed to Stars. So how am I canceling something I never had? You then set non-supporter, then goes to his money. You try to attack him. This is what I need y'all to understand about Joe Rogan and Spotify. Joe Rogan didn't need Spotify. Spotify needed Joe Rogan. Again, this is not me, a super Joe Rogan fan. This is just facts. Joe Rogan built his podcast for 10 years. Spotify came to him. When he came to Spotify, numbers shot up. The Spotify CEO came, pretty much told his employees, hey, just let y'all know we heard what Joe Rogan said, but that nigga make us too much money, so it don't matter. The nigga staying. That's what he said. Pretty much. So, again, am I ignoring the fact that, am I upset? No, like I said, it bugged me that he did that, but I didn't turn into his episode, so I can't turn it. I'm not into messing with people's pockets. Again, if you are a white person and I catch you, or I see a video you saying the N-word or saying any derogatory term and you get fired, do I feel bad for you? No, but Joe Rogan can't get fired. If Spotify loses Joe Rogan, he goes somewhere else, guess who loses that? Spotify. You're not even hurting Joe Rogan. Matter of fact, a company called Rumble, I just found out today, the CEO made a video pretty much telling, hey, Joe Rogan, if they tripping over there, Spotify, boo, come on over here. We got you for $100 million. This is an app called Rumble. I don't know what they do over there. And then the video was so sickening. It's just, like, what can you do to somebody that has subscribers? That's what a lot of celebrities, somebody just said this the other day, Steve Harvey said it. You have a bunch of people that have, I forget, it's subscription versus, I forget, but pretty much, subscription versus sponsored. Joe Rogan's not sponsored like that. Dave Chappelle's not sponsored like that. Kevin Hart was sponsored. That's why he got in trouble. You can't get rid of these people that the people follow. Not the people, there's not one person that's thrown Joe Rogan in your face. The people go to Joe Rogan. He has a fan base. Some of them are cult-like, some are just casual listeners. Some of them watch a clip every now and then when it pops up. But he has them. So, Joe Rogan, he apologized, and was he sincere? His apology seemed sincere, but again, I don't care because I really don't care about Joe Rogan like that. Would I work with Joe Rogan in the future? I'm gonna have to think about it. Like before with the misinformation, COVID-19, you asked me if I would work with Joe Rogan. Hell yeah, I work with Joe Rogan. But as a black man and seeing how those tapes played out in those compilation videos, I had to think about it. Like, I don't know, bro. It's not a good look for me to be around you. I'm not about to be the token black guy to let you know. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at other comedians that are black that are coming to Joe Rogan's defense. That's their friend. They know Joe Rogan's not racist. My bad, I had a phone call in the middle of the podcast, so that's why it's a little beep in between. But ultimately what I'm trying to say is, do I think Joe Rogan's racist? No. Do I think he fucked up? Yeah, I think he fucked up. There's, like, for context, there's things that were said by him. There's one clip he said, he was talking to somebody that's racially mixed, and he said, this is back in the day. He said, oh, you got the body of a black man and a mind of a white man, making it seem like that's the perfect, like the black man's mind is different. He had this one guest on trying to convince everyone that black people are just genetically more violent. Like, and it's just stuff like that that makes me go like, okay, Joe. But then again, that's what the platform is for. That's what podcasting's for. Me as a black man that's woke, that stands up for black people, black women especially, I could say, turn the channel if you don't like Joe Rogan. You don't have to watch him. Now, does he put out dangerous ideology? Probably so, but Fox News does, CNN does. Like, everyone is out here trying to get money, and they don't care what that means. And prime example, the news started paying attention to police shootings at one certain point in time because it made them money, not because they cared. There's still police shootings going on in the news right now, but Joe Rogan makes more money, so that's why they talk about Joe Rogan only. So the news is going to report on what makes them money. And even if that means it messes up their ideology, messes up how you think, they don't care. They're making money because you're watching. That's just what it is. Is America inherently a racist country? Yes. Are there racist people in this country? Yes. And I'm going to say this with all the balls that I got right now. It's going to mess you up. Some of the most racist people on this planet don't even say the N-word. You know why? Because they're smart. They know that's what you're looking for. It's bosses. It's people that sign loan checks for you to move places. It's people that have real power. They know if this real estate agent knows if she says nigga, she's gonna get canceled. They can't keep these neighborhoods the way she wants to keep them. The guy that wants to sign the car auto, you have the same credit report, you have the same job, you make more money, but you got a higher percentage APR and all that stuff on your car because you're black. You can't. Smart white people that are racist know better. The dude that owns the Clippers, I think I brought this example up. I don't know if on the podcast, but I talked with somebody, the dude that owned the Clippers. He was on a phone call with a side chick for about 10 minutes. Didn't say the N-word once. So some of the most racist people on this planet do not say the N-word. There's levels to this shit. There are people, and again, they're guilty. There are people that aren't racist at all, never been racist in their entire life, that say the N-word at black people, at a black person, out of anger to get a reaction out of you. And you have the right to react. Well, you don't, because you probably go to jail and all this shit. But when you get what I'm saying that person doesn't go and affect your life. Joe Rogan now, he is on a powerful podcast because between MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, Joe Rogan has more viewership than all of them put together. And he created his podcast in a spare bedroom 12, 13 years ago. And he's more powerful than these big ass corporation companies that put out mainstream media. So I am saying Joe Rogan is dangerous, but at the same time, he could help as well. And from what I've seen on his podcast, he's reasonable enough to understand if he's wrong about something. Because I've seen several clips now. Because I've been researching this. I've been looking at it. I've seen clips of him thinking a certain way and somebody changing his mind. And then there's one clip where somebody changed his mind, like on episode 500. And then on episode 900, he brought up how his mind was changed about something. Not even bring it up. It was his new ideology. So the people that are, a couple episodes ago, I talked about the racist people that you can't change their mind. You just have people that are ignorant. And Joe Rogan is very ignorant in things, just like I'm ignorant in things. And I might have an ideology about something that I think I know about, but then again, I don't know. It's very complicated, but it's just one of those things where, do you deplatform Joe Rogan? If you're trying to hurt Joe Rogan and you're a black fan, or you're just a fan of his, and you're upset how he's handling things, best thing you could do is talk to other people. That's because him leaving Spotify doesn't. I promise you, Joe Rogan's gonna be picked up like that with the same amount of money. Like you think. I'm just trying to tell y'all this the real. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Joe Rogan say the N-word. Like again, just keep it short, just in case you didn't hear. Am I upset? No, it irked my nerves. Am I gonna continue watching the Joe Rogan show? I wasn't before, so I can't really do nothing. If now, let me see. There's nobody now. I watch like Euphoria. If find out if one of the people on there is super racist or the creator or Euphoria, I'll stop watching that. I'm about that life. Like if somebody's being super racist and they're in charge of some entertainment that I'm watching, I cancel the shit. That's what I'm saying. I cancel the stuff. Like Kanye West is a perfect example. Big fan of Kanye West. It wasn't the fact that he supported Donald Trump. It was the fact that he was a black man and he went to the Oval Office and he was hugging Donald Trump behind the Oval desk, talking about, "I love you, man." That was weird to me. When he wore the red hat, I was like, get the fuck out of here. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I still rock his music. But when he did that, I was like, okay, that's a little bit much. And it changed my perspective on him. So I didn't cancel Kanye West, but I'm not the quickest to jump to his music. I don't listen to his music as much anymore. I didn't even listen to all of Donda. Now, he didn't do that. I probably would listen to Donda 98 times today. So that's what I'm saying. Cancel what? All that good stuff. I just wanted to get my thoughts out about that. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Leave a comment if you're on Spotify, Apple Music, if you're watching. Again, hit me up on my socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, at James Jefferson J. That is JAMES JEFFERSON J. Follow me, hit me up. I need feedback. I'm still growing the podcast, still doing different things. I want to know what you guys think about everything. Other than that, remember, if you are not black and you say the N word, you are able to say it. But don't be surprised when 19 nigga elbows hit you in the forehead with your dumb ass.